Hi, I'm Johnny from Johnny's Vintage Motorcycle Company. We had a customer come in that's in the hot rod cars, and somewhere along the line he found this 1975 Z1900. He wants us to get it running, and he kind of just wants like an unrestored rat rod. I guess that's what they call them. So let's kind of start out, and what we're going to do for him is, first of all, we have to get the motor bolted in. He's missing the brackets, motor mounts, foot pegs. We have a broken clutch cover. We have a broken inner primary cover, or a broken inner point housing. The motor does turn over. As you can see, it rocks also. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give him all used parts that we can find, with the exception of spark plugs, oil filter, and what have you. Looks like he's got 76 grip on here, which is okay. The fork tubes are kind of pitted, but our main focus is we're gonna get the engine bolted in, hook up a chain, hook up the brakes, and kind of go from there. The seat he gave us is pretty cool. I like the seat. Looks like the honeycomb on the bottom of it. I like it. But definitely a genuine 73 Z1 seat, because we have where the stud goes right here. We're going to take off the shock lowers, but the battery box is fairly much intact. Now we're missing a bunch of bolts back here and what have you, but we still have the seat latch. It looks like someone tried to take this apart and do something with it, but I don't know what they were going to do with it. So our intentions are just to bolt it up, hear it run. We're going to try a set of our test carburetors on it before we go into his carburetors. It looks like everything is pretty decent shape. We got to do some work to the frame here, but we're going to get it to go up and down the road or the driveway and kind of see where we're at, and we're going to show you some of the parts that I've dug up for this motorcycle. Okay, here's some of the necessities that we have for the 75 Z1. We get our oil filters from K&N. K&N 126 is actually the name of the oil filter. You can get these through like Parts Unlimited dealers, or we sell them here at the shop. And this is the Golden Spectro 4. Actually, it's just Spectro 4. It's a petroleum based oil. I don't know what's been running this motorcycle, but this is a good, safe, basic oil for the vintage motorcycles. We actually run this in everything that we have. I use BADS spark plugs. We carry these here at the shop. Again, you get this through a Parts Unlimited dealer. Now, this is some of the stuff that we're working on. Now, we had these gaskets made. This is for the clutch cover. If you notice on his motorcycle, it looked like the brake pedal or something that it's missing went here. And we didn't want to take a chance on having an issue with it leaking, because we're going to be in there already to work on the clutch before we start the motorcycle. And then here it has a nice clear window. This is called the oil level gauge. You have the lines here, and then it goes through the window here. So if you look you can see my finger through the back. That's how the oil raises, what have you. So now we've got some parts that weren't really good enough for us to use on a motorcycle, but now they're coming back. So here's a perfect Z1 rear brake pedal, which he's missing, except for the chrome. We'd always saved all these in case we ever did something with them. This is a genuine rear brake rod, and he's straightened out a little bit, but I think this will be pretty good once we get rolling on it. He's also missing the driver foot pegs. So we have these here with the worn out rubbers, the brackets, and these are the correct footrest for his motorcycle. Now we have the rear brake pedal return spring. We have the spring that goes in the back of the rod, way at the back. We have the adjusting nut, we have the barrel, and these are the foot peg washers and mounting that go with it. We also make this stuff, but it's a lot nicer. And then this is a rear lower motor mount bolt. Then we have the stud that goes through the frame, which accepts this right here. These caps go on here as like so. Keep in mind, this gentleman wants unrestored bike, and that's what we're going to give him. And this is the rear brake switch rod. So we'll keep you posted on this stuff. I just want to show you a sample of what we're coming up with here for the gentleman. And keep in tune here, and I think this is going to be a really cool project. We should hopefully have it running here in another week or two. Okay, we're making a little bit of progress here. We found the mount plate right here, all the hardware. Found a lower plate here with all the hardware. We put these plates on here. These are off of KZ, but they'll work in our situation here. We found this long bolt, which is really hard to find. Now we've got the gasket here. Oh, this is broke already, so we'll get you another one. This is the inner point housing, which is going to go right here. So we'll get that fixed up. We found a really nice header for the front. It's black and it fits your pipe perfect. So we're going to put this on. And we need some exhaust studs and what have you. But we're starting to get all the bolts put in here, as you can see, like in through here and everything. So we're making a lot of progress here. Should be ready to start up here, not too long. But I just want to kind of give you an idea where we're at. We found these collars here, which go over the pipe like so. We found these. You need 8 of them. And then we have a used point cover, which will go on right here. Everything's looking pretty uniform here. So I need to get you a couple gaskets, what have you, and get you a couple studs. And I've got the spark plugs and everything. So we're making some headway here. Can we come to the other side of the motorcycle here? You will see where we have the other plate here. We've got the bolt that goes all the way across. So we have all the spacers. So this is looking pretty good. And we're gonna hook up the chain and stuff. And I got you a decent fender. It's a lot more decent than what you have. See how this is all bent and crushed and twisted? I found a decent used one that'll match the bike perfect. We'll straighten this out a little bit for you and what have you. So just thought you'd like to see this, and we'll continue. Okay, well, we're making a little bit more time on the bike. What we've noticed is we have a couple broken clutch plates. So, and the reason why we wanted to do all this before we started the motorcycle was we feared that we'd have these issues and that we have to do it twice. So we're gonna do it once. So anyway, we got you down to the bare metal here. We're gonna put that inner cover on, and then we're gonna put some clutch plates in here. So far, so good. Everything looks pretty good so far. So it's not a big deal, and I'm glad we got to the clutch when we did. You can see how rusty all this stuff got. We've degreased it, but you can see how rusty it got from other time. We've got a little more headway here. As you can see, we've got the clutch cover on, and the clutch had some broken plates, so replaced a couple of broken plates with some good used ones. We got this inner point cover on. Bike is timed. New plugs. Got the front exhaust on. Got the collars with the holders. Everything's good there. It's got oil in it. You got your motor mounts here. You're pretty much all set up. We got the rear brake pedal on. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of good action back there, but we're just gonna try to get the motor running for right now. We have a set of our carburetors on here that we know are good. So we're gonna fire it up with our carburetors. We got the battery in it. And if you come on over to this side here, we had to put a clutch cable on it. Put a clutch cable clamp on it. We got your cover on right here. We had to put some bolts in it. We've got a used shifter on it. and we got the chain on it. So we're just about ready to fire it up soon and take it for a test drive, and then we'll let you know where we're at as far as the rest of the parts go and stuff. But all in all, it looks like it's gonna go pretty good here, and maybe later on today or first thing tomorrow we'll have it running. Okay, we're ready to start this motorcycle. Got a test tank hooked up. It's got our carburetors hooked up to it. So we're gonna fire it up for you and let's see what it sounds like. Okay, it runs. Motor seems like it's okay, but we have to go through your carburetors. These are obviously our carburetors for testing. And it looks like the front here, where your frame was all bent, we got this straightened around. We're going to put the gas tank on it, and we'll see where we're at with it. But we think your frame is fixed. Then in the back, we had all this apart, and we're just assembling it now. But here in the back, where this fender was gooned, it also bent the back of the frame over. So if you're going to ride it and have some fun with it, the frame, we figured you probably want to straighten the frame out. And I noticed that I guess the battery wasn't charging. So what we have here underneath the battery box is we have a thing that's a solid state regulator and rectifier. It's made by Rick's Electric. So this is a cool piece. This eliminates the regulator, and it also eliminates the rectifier, which can go bad on these. So here's your the new wires we're going to make coming out, blah blah blah. But this is going to be nice. And it looks to me like the carburetors have been done. We've got new neck bearings. This has all been apart and serviced. We've got the front tire on it. And we've got the fork seals. And coming back here, we've got the cycle-electric regulator rectifier. He's going to put different wiring harness on it. It's got a horn, a little different horn here just to make it work. It's hidden underneath the frame where we fixed the frame. And the carburetors are redone. And we put 4 pilot jets in it. The rest of the stuff was okay. Then couple gaskets here, and then we got new battery case rubber kit in it because I guess we were doing some flopping, so we're putting the rubbers and stuff on in here. And then shock upper bearings or bushings, put those in. And then we wound up, you needed a new brake return spring. We had one of them. And he fixed the frame. And the frame looks pretty good. If you come over here, you can see the pin where before that was all gone completely, because the handlebars would just hit the gas tank and stuff, and that wasn't really safe. I'm not recommending this for high speed either, but this is pretty cool. Now, I know you rebuilt the rear or you rebuilt the front brake caliper. I don't see it here handy, but I'm sure it's all done. And then we got a brake line bracket for over here on this side of the motorcycle, just a used one there. So I think you're going to be looking pretty good here. He's got some more time to put in it still, and he's going to make it good. So here you go. Oh, this is the brake return spring right here. And my wife actually asked me, he's going to clean this up? I go, nope, you're not going to do it. So anyway, as I was saying earlier, you got the 2 tires, rim bands, tubes, fork oil, fork seals. And I wound up getting a brake line for you, a used brake line that I'll show you soon here. And master cylinder rebuild kit, front caliper rebuild kit, and of course the fork tubes. Here's the brake caliper. We've got this apart. It's nice, really nice on the inside. Obviously it is what it is on the outside. Here's the piston and stuff that came out of it. This is not bad. I think it's be fine. We're gonna polish it up a little bit. And I've got this brake caliper kit. I get these from Japan, but I mean they got it going on. They've got these little O-rings that go over the shafts right here, and it has the boots here that go in between the hanger and the caliper itself. They go right here, and then it has all the seals and stuff. So this is really a total deluxe kit made in Japan. This is pretty cool. And then we have another kit for the master cylinder. It's made in Japan. This is your front master cylinder kit. And we have a harness here that comes from Japan. Because your harness was just so battered, you know. But anyway, this is where we're at. We got a couple grips. I don't have any good used grips. I've got these older style grips for the Z1. Thinking about putting these on. So we'll figure it out, and I want you to call me and tell me if there's anything that you thinking of. You know, we could probably do it. But your bike is going to be cool. It's a cool bike. All right, thanks. The lights are right here. Okay, we're here with the Rat Rod. This is Joe's bike. Joe's had it for some time, and it's had a complete mechanical restoration, except we didn't do any motor work to speak of. But brakes, steering bearings,
did some clutch work on it.
clutch work, put together with almost all used parts.